Please welcome a hotshot actor in her own right, a BAFTA nominee for Best Actress, Alana Haim. Oh my God, this made my year. Have a seat.
Oh, okay.
Welcome. I also just want to acknowledge the fact that we're back in person at the Virtuosos this year, which is a real thrill.
Be here. You know, I played this venue.
Yeah.
I played this venue before.
I know you've played the Bowl, too.
Oh, yeah.
The Santa Barbara Bowl.
Oh, yeah. Santa Barbara's always been good to me.
I love it.
I'm so happy to be here. Thank you guys for having me.
We're thrilled that you're here. So as people may or may not know, Paul Thomas Anderson, the writer and director of Licorice Pizza, also has directed many Haim music videos. I'm curious to know, when you were working with him on the videos, did you feel like you were acting, or did that thought or word ever cross your mind?
No, I mean, with our music videos, with Haim music videos, there's no money, no time, and we leave them to the last minute, and then we call up Paul and plead, just please, can you help us? We messed up. We need your help, Paul. And usually it's just us walking around the San Fernando Valley. In the movie, we're running around the San Fernando Valley. But no, I mean, I was very lucky that I got to work with Paul on music videos before this film, because we really did speak the same language, and it was as fun as it looks.
You know, you and I have done a couple Zoom conversations over this season, which has been a total highlight for me. And it's interesting because you talk about how you felt very insecure during this whole process. You'd never acted in a movie before. This is this new thing for you. It must have been so weird because you were going to Paul saying like, oh my God, are you going to fire me every day? But at the same time, you wanted to make sure that he was confident in you as your director. So how did you balance wanting to be honest with him about how insecure you felt, but also wanting to, like, for him to be confident in you?
I mean, really, it's this weird, inexplainable thing that I honestly feel it the same way when I'm performing. Before a show, I'm insanely insecure. So I'll be like here, I walked in through the backstage and I was like, this feels familiar. I've been here before. And I just remember myself pacing in the backstage being like, oh my gosh, what am I doing? I can't do this. I can't do this. And then I walk through the side. I mean, even before this, I was like, God, what am I going to say? What is he going to ask? I don't know. And then you walk through it and you go through this invisible curtain where, you know, you just feel this weird confidence. And when I was working with Paul, he would say action. And before action, I would be a mess. And then the second that he would say action, I knew he had my back and he knew that I had his. And that's all that really mattered. And I mean, I guess we pulled it off. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
I hope so.
Yes. When you think back on it, was it helpful that he wrote the character to be named Alana? Did that kind of give you like a running head start to feel like, okay, I got this? I mean, it's my damn name.
I mean, honestly, I was waiting for like a cool PTA name, like a Dirk Diggler or, you know, like Reynolds Woodcock. I was like, these are amazing names. Oh my God, I just saw my Jewish nose on the screen. But no, I was like, Alana, I remember asking Paul, I was like, can we find like a cool name? Like, I want like a cool name. And he was like, no, we're keeping Alana. And I was like, okay, I guess we'll keep my good old name.
When you think back to this whole experience, learning that he wanted you to do it, getting the part, working with not only Cooper Hoffman, who's also a newcomer and great, and your family, for that matter, in the movie, who are hilarious, but Sean Penn, Bradley Cooper, and then this whole experience of what's happened since the movie came out, and a BAFTA nomination, and a National Board of Review award. What's like the most head-spinning moment for you of this whole process, whether it was on the set or since?
I mean, before I answer that question, I have to say that my parents are in the audience tonight. And,
yes.
And my parents play my parents in Licorice Pizza, and I have to say that my dad should honestly be getting this award, and I shouldn't. He is actually the star of Licorice Pizza. So give it up for my dad. But honestly, what was the most head-spinning moment? I mean, just being in the film in general was head-spinning. I never in my wildest dreams ever thought that I would act in a movie, let alone a PTA movie. And the whole time I was there, I was just soaking it in and just so grateful that I got to work with Cooper Hoffman and Paul and Sean Penn and Bradley Cooper and Maya Rudolph. I mean, our cast was insane, and everyone was so welcoming to me and never made me feel like I couldn't do it. They were all like, yeah, let's go. Come on, let's do it. And everyone just had so much confidence in me. I was just shocked.
People who see the movie, of course, want to talk about you in the truck. The fact that you're like maneuvering this humongous waterbed delivery truck, down these windy streets, and I can't drive a stick shift. It doesn't sound like you were able to before this movie.
Oh, no.
Can you now teach me how to drive stick?
You do not want me to teach you how to drive stick. Honestly, I haven't driven a stick shift car since the first week of well, no, we did a little bit afterwards, but I still look at that scene and I go, what were they thinking putting me in that truck? I could have killed everyone. But it was so fun. I mean, I love new adventures. I love trying new things. I didn't tell my dad that I drove that stick shift truck. He saw it for the first time, and I think it gave him a heart attack because he actually taught me how to drive when I was 16 and then realized I was a terrible driver and made me wait till I was 18 to get my license because he didn't trust me on the road. I just saw my dad, and he's right there, and he just went,
wave,
yeah.
Just wave for us. Hi.
Wave, Dad. Hi, Dad.
Right.
But no, I was a terrible driver, so I really do appreciate Bradley Cooper and Cooper Hoffman for letting me almost kill them. It was very nice. They lived to tell the tale.
And then I have to just end this little quick interview, and Alana's going to come back at the end of the evening. For those of you who have not been to Virtuosos before, I interview them all individually, and then we do a fun group interview at the end. So this will not be the only time you see Alana. But as someone like me who is like a Haim superfan, but also has turned into like a major Alana Haim fan as far as the acting is concerned, what happens going forward? How do you see you kind of pursuing both of these career paths?
I mean, I hope I get to do this again. I don't know, but I mean, right after this is all over, I get to go on tour with my band, which is very exciting. We finally get to tour. I mean, 2020 was a really crazy year. Not only was I in this movie, but me and my siblings released an album, which was very wild.
And nominated for Album of the Year at the Grammys,
I mean, come on, guys. I'm just up here to get more confidence. But no, I get to tour again. I get to go back to my first love, which I'm very excited about. And I don't know, who knows if this will ever happen again. I mean, if I can do it again, that would be amazing. But if I never do it again, this was the best experience of my life. So I'm very grateful.
Amazing. Stay put for 1 sec. Alana Haim, everybody. Congratulations. We have a lot of honorees who are at the very beginning of the alphabet. So coming up next, let's take a look at a clip from West Side Story featuring Ariana DeBose.